Hi everybody, this is Sherry from Paper, Paint, and Stitches, and I have a special project to share with you. I've decided to donate this book to the silent auction our church is holding as a fundraiser to help pay off the note for our sanctuary that the church built a few years ago. We're hoping to pay off the note so that we can start another phase for the growth of our church, and I thought this would be a neat thing to donate. It's a cooking themed book, journal, and it has about 160 pages inside. It's got some Bible verses associated with it, and the name of it is Food for the Soul. It's a recycled book, sort of. It's covered with scrapbooking paper that's been coated with a matte finish sealer, so if you happen to use it as a cookbook and lay it down on the counter, it won't get messed up as easily. It's got a mattress ticking for the spine, cover of the spine. It's got lots of strings hanging out, and you may want to trim those off if those bother you as far as using that in a cookbook. But anyway, there's lots of stitching, and there's lace. There's a doily embedded in the front and under the sealer. It's been coated over too, and cheesecloth and vintage eyelet fabric, and a little charm here that it is sewn on, and your bow shouldn't come undone. I've glued it hoping it won't come undone. You can put your name, or you can add in the name of your journal if you want to on the outside of it. I left that blank so that you could choose what you wanted to do with that. This closure is a peg with some elastic ribbon that allows for expansion. And when you open it up here, I'm going to have to glue that down for you. You have a chalkboard surface right here. And if I can find my chalk right quick, I'll show you. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot to bring it. But you can write on this with chalk and actually erase it if you want to. And of course you could wipe it with a cloth and it'll clean it off even better. And that is on the inside of the front cover and the back cover as well. And I've gone over it some so to make sure that it will work when you try it yourself. So it's already got some chalk dust on it. And like I said, the name of this one is Food for the Soul. And I always put a little book plate. You can add this wherever you want to, glue it in or leave it out, whatever, to establish your ownership. And this is tracing paper. Like I said, there's lots of stitching, and I love the way this stuff crunches. And then there's lots of places you can write recipes on this, or you can write them on something else and glue them in or staple them in, attach them however you choose to. And there's lots of places it flips out. There's places you can clip things. Everything in here is coffee dyed and related in some way to cooking. And so there's just little bits and pieces everywhere. You could write a recipe. Well, let's see. I might have to put some book paper on that so that you can. You could glue a recipe onto that that's written on something else. And this is just coffee dyed paper slipped into this pocket that you could write on. Vintage ribbon, or fabric I should say. Index cards and all kinds of cards and pieces of paper and things in here, things sewn on. Here's one of the Bible verses, Acts 2:42. There's lots of times in the Bible where food is a major topic. Of course, it's a major topic in all of our lives. And I like this. I have a little box, I guess you could call it, of these strips of paper that have things on it. It's supposed to be things your mama said. And these all have something to do with food. I thought they were cute, so I stuck them on here. Don't run with a lollipop in your mouth. Man does not live by bread alone. A little of what you fancy does you good. And don't put all your eggs in one basket. My mama said some of those things. There's a recipe or two in here. There's little booklets that you can write things in. And, of course, who can have a cookbook without a cupcake in it? Or maybe a bunch of cupcakes. And recipes and places to write things. And there's another little booklet. This is a pocket. You can write recipes on both sides of that. And just all kinds of neat things. There's a little thing that's in French. Exodus 23:25 is another Bible verse I've found that I liked. And this is just a little piece of paper that you can write recipes on. Or you may choose not to use this as a cookbook. You may just like to cook and want to use this as a prayer journal or as a memory book. You may want to add pictures and family memories of someone special, like maybe your grandmother or somebody that you remember how well you liked her cooking, or this, whatever you choose to do with this. It'll become part of your treasures from your life, however you choose to use it. This folds out, and there's a little pocket on the inside of this. And then here is some coffee-dyed graph paper. It bleeds really bad, but it turns a pretty shade of blue. But you can write on it. That would be interesting, I think. And still got quite a few pages to go. This one is pretty full. Okay. And old-timey roses in these colors remind me of kitchens I've seen on TV shows and in movies and things. Just makes me think of the past. There's some music sheets I got from the nice man at the bookstore in Priceville. And let's see. There's recipe cards in here. And a seed packet. And we're just about to get to the end. More paper, more recipes and pictures. Another little piece of paper. And here we are at the end, and there's a little tag in here that tells when your book was made and where it came from. And then just one more last little bit of paper and your chalkboard indoor piece. And there you have Food for the Soul, and a nice journal for whatever you choose to use it for. If you happen to go to Cave Springs Baptist Church, I hope you like this and bid on it and help raise money for our fundraiser. And if you don't, I would like to invite you to visit us anytime. We would love to have you come and have worship with us and have fellowship, and we would like to get to know you. If you live too far away, I hope you have a blessed day and that you have a wonderful church home of your own that you enjoy going to. And thank you for looking at this and for spending your time with me, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye for now.